Ooh, yeah, yeah. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, yeah. Ow. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, she's super babe. Oh, yeah. Ow. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond diva. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. Oh, she's super babe. She's a diamond, she's a diamond. She's a diamond, she's a diamond.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Girls Talk. It's your girl, Ray Cherie, the host with the most. And I got two of my favorite girls with me. What's up, ladies?
Hey, how you doing, Ray? What's up with you, Shavonne? This is
y'all.
Hi. This is Tequila. I'm bringing the ugly truth to you tonight.
Facts. And
All
this
right,
is Shavonne.
All right, so we're gonna jump right into it, ladies. How y'all doing tonight? How was your weekend? It's coming to a close.
Yes, I had a wonderful weekend. It was very successful. It was productive. So I was able to get some things done this weekend, check some things off the list.
Oh, that's good. What about you, Shay?
Same thing. Handling business and relaxing. That's all.
And it's always good to get in some relaxation in the middle of being busy. But let's not just be busy. Let's make sure our busy is productive.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's do that. All right, and if you're on with us, let us know you're in the chat. We see we got Brandon Perry checking in. We got a gentleman checking in. Let us know if you with us. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it because we got some juicy topics tonight, so it don't even matter how we rank them. Let's get into it. All right. What are some signs that a man wants to be serious with you?
Well, this day and age, it's kind of hard to see when somebody is being sincere and serious. But realistically, you would think a guy's being, the signs you would see is being around his family or meeting his children, things of that nature. I think that would be signs of, him wanting to take things a little bit more serious with you.
I think like some signs of a man wanting to be serious with you is his consistency. To me,
Yeah,
after those 90 days are up, and what I mean by the 90 days, meaning after all the, you get all the warm and fuzzy and, playful things out the way. And then after that, he is consistent afterwards. Meaning he still call, he still take you out, he still, is the guy that he was in the beginning.
Okay, and with me, I think his demeanor kind of changes. I think it starts out, playful and energetic, but then I think his demeanor and his tone kind of moves to serious. You know, he may start letting me know that he's conscious of some of the things that I do, or he's conscious of some of the things that I say, or even some of the things that I wear when we're getting ready to go out. Like his demeanor kind of it changes. And also I pay attention to the places he's inviting me to go.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Also, if he's making serious investments in you, investing, I'm not talking about financially all the time. I'm talking about him investing his time with you, including you on his hobbies, just things that he do in a normal day-to-day activity. If he starts to include you in those things and his routines, I think that's when he's trying to be serious with you.
Yes. When he always saying we instead of I. Always, wanting to put you in what he got going on. And, just, I don't know. I get all happy talking about stuff like that. It's good to see a man, have a man that want to be serious, because people play so much in this day and age that to know that a guy is serious with you and he's showing you, it feels better than always having to wonder. That's another thing. He's not going to leave you out there confused and wondering, what are we doing? Because the truth is going to be right in the pudding. He's going to show you every single day what it is, so.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Okay, so we're saying that the proof is going to be in the pudding. Can we give some concrete signs on what the ladies need to be looking for? All right, number one.
When he start introducing you to family, y'all don't think that's a biggie? Y'all don't think that's a serious?
Well, based off my family, they kind of bring everybody to the family. So, I can't take that.
You can't take that family thing.
I can't take that family serious.
I can't take that seriously. I'm taking it off the list. Just because you took me home to meet your mama, like that doesn't mean that's not anything.
No.
Is chivalry dead here? Come on now. You can't meet the mama this week and can't meet her next week and not think that
I have seen me and my family bring a different girl every weekend. So I say that to say, I can't really say that's he's serious about me because I met his mom.
Yeah. I don't met dudes' moms and they have girlfriends, full girlfriends.
But one thing I do pay attention, let's say he invited me over. Let's say I spent the night. Now, depending on my level of comfortability, let's say I left something at his place. And he doesn't he doesn't move it, he doesn't rearrange it. It's not on the bathroom counter next time. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm also looking for other women's toiletries too when I go to his place. Like I'm checking for the Bath and Body Works and stuff like
Are
that.
you snooping?
Really?
No, because men don't tend to buy things like that. So I'm checking, like, he may buy him a black Nor or something like that, but he's not gonna buy a champagne toast. So I'm looking, if I see something like that, I already know what time it is. Like, I ain't the only girl, that the woman that's been over here. But if I leave my hairbrush, or if I leave a ponytail hanging on the in the bathroom somewhere, it's still there. He didn't move it, he didn't rearrange it. Then I kind of can tell, like, the types of action he has going on in his place.
What if he put it up and then when you come back, he put it back in?
Yeah.
That right there, that's just trifling and too much work. That's trifling and too much work.
Oh my goodness! Wow. So okay, all right. So we're gonna take now. I mean,
He said Courtney. She said that his mama could have met his
other woman,
and she ain't gonna tell you. That's our classmate Courtney, and then also
That's
Brandon. This right here was for you, Brandon.
That's true. When I tell you I've been there in that situation, I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm just side chick material, but me growing up, going through things, you know, I've been the other woman and I've met this man's whole family, even during the holidays sometimes. Like, that don't mean nothing, for real.
let me scratch that off the list. I was gonna say him taking you to holidays. Let me knock that off the list.
That don't mean, because they might not be able to be together that holiday, and hey.
And sometimes they put them in rotation.
Yes, exactly. It might be your turn. This your weekend, so you get the opportunity. He got plans with his family. His family already know who he is. Think about it. We all got brothers. We all got cousins. We all got family that we seen act in these type of ways. We already know what time it is, so we ain't gonna walk up to her and be like, "What are you doing here? He got a woman." No, we're gonna
in
invite
this
her
case.
in. Oh,
I'm sorry.
No,
I was going to say, I'm just feeling when a man is ready to settle down, we may never know.
Exactly. Those the one they don't bring around their family.
But I do think his demeanor does change when he's kind of getting serious. I think, I think everything it becomes, it's still fun and it's still entertaining, but I think that he starts doing more serious. So he starts putting a little bit more elbow grease into his actions or the things that he wants to do with you.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Maybe I get upgraded from Olive Garden to Epic. Maybe there's some different, the places that he's taking me to, he's putting a little bit more detail into the experiences. The dates are now becoming experiences. And also I think he's going to start becoming more thoughtful. It won't be like, I bought you, I just think it'll be, and I think the gift giving, especially during the holiday season, since it's becoming that time of the year, they're going to be a little bit more sentimental.
Yes. Now that part I can agree. The other
I
one,
can agree
I'm not
with that.
sure. I ain't been through, but that gift giving part, yes, I agree with it. I agree. A man, to me, men only buy gifts for women that they really, truly,
I agree with that.
Want to be with. That's something that stand out more than anything. He will put thought into it. He ain't gonna just say, "Okay, I cashed up you $200." Like, no, he actually go out. He listens to you throughout the year. He buy you what it is you've been wanting that whole time. That's
it won't be just a bag.
Exactly.
I know ladies go crazy over the bag, but I think if he's getting serious, it's gonna be a keepsake item.
Exactly.
Or like, it's gonna be a thing that he's trying to establish that memory, that moment. He's gonna establish a tradition. It's something that he can build upon. So look at what he's getting you for Christmas and those kind of things.
Yep.
Okay. I can agree with that. I can agree with the gifts.
I agree with that 100%.
Thoughtful gifts. So number one is thoughtful gifting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number two, we struggle with this.
Yeah, we struggling with trying to see what these men really want when they want to be serious.
I'm gonna say number two is gonna be for me that he is going to start picking his battles.
What
Like
you mean by that?
But yeah,
he's going to start meeting you in the middle. Like he's going to start, what I mean by that is he's going to start to, it's going to be like, it's not going to be give, give, give. It's going to be give and take. But he's going to
okay,
start deciding on what's important to him and what's not important to him. And you'll get to see that.
I agree.
So I think that's another thing.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
I mean,
I'm sitting here thinking of things that, you know what I'm saying, my spouse, when he started to take me serious, it was him, like, I guess, being consistent and persistent. He was calling me on a regular. It was more than just a good morning text, it was um a just because meals, not just because I want to eat, but hey, what
yeah,
us women, we do like to eat. However, when it's thoughtful and it's not necessarily, it's just just because, hey, let me take you somewhere just because. I think those were signs for me when he was getting serious.
yeah,
Courtney
When
said
he
that.
wanted to grow with me spiritually, when he invited me to his church, that
yeah,
was something I know he was definitely serious about moving forward.
exactly. And yes, I agree with that. And I agree with Courtney too, And I would say that one thing I know that when I was in a good relationship and he was taking me serious is the communication. We communicate. It was an open line of communication, and not just talking to be talking or to waiting till it's your turn to answer. I mean, like listening to each other, hearing each other, and acting on what we gather. The information you gather on your partner, and you act on it. So if I say, just an example, I don't like onions, or we talking about something goofy like that. I don't like onions. When he cook or when we out, he pay attention to that detail of, oh, well, she don't like that, you know. Or when I'm talking to him and when I open up to him and tell him all the things that I've been through, he don't go back during the argument and throw it up in my face. You know what I'm saying? He
Oh,
actually know that, this is a sensitive area for her. So instead of throwing it up in her face, I want to sit and talk about it and, work through it, and don't just brush you off as, oh, you crazy, oh, you too emotional and this and that, knowing that I am a woman. And when he met me, that, I've been through things. So he was so gentle. And like I said, the communication was wide open. We talked about everything. And one thing as a woman I had to realize is when my man opened up, no matter if I agree with what he's saying or not, I'm going to listen to him and let him finish, because I have it in my mind that he's not trying to hurt me, that he loves me, and he need an outlet. Sometimes, man, if I say I want to be his best friend, I want him to be able to be just as open with me as I am with him. So to me, a man to show you a sign that they really care about you and they really taking you serious is that they communicate with you that. And a man will tell you, hey, I want you. You are mine. If he don't tell you that, he don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But if he communicate that with you, to me that's one good sign of, that he's taking you serious.
And I have one last one. I think that a man, you'll know that he's more serious about you because he's gonna start eliminating barriers that are in the way of you being the woman that he needs you to be for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Let's
right.
I have 2 jobs, but
Mhm.
he wants me to cook dinner every day. He may be like, Raven, you work too much. You're gonna have to quit that part-time job because I need you to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Now,
Mhm.
him telling you that you got to quit your part-time job, it still means your money is sure. He's going to provide that so that he can make sure that you can get that meal on the table by the time he gets off work each day. So I think that's another way, another thing you need to look at. A man who is serious about you is not going to let anything stand in the way of you being the woman that he needs you to be to him.
Yes.
He's going to make
Yes.
sure you have the means to do what he wants you to do to, as his woman. He's going to make sure you have access to produce whatever it is he wants you to be able to produce
Mhm.
as his woman.
Yep.
So that's real. And that is something to look out for. He's not going to make sure that he if he wants you to be superwoman, he's going to provide the cake.
Yes.
So remember that.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that's how you know his demeanor is changing and he's moving into serious lane with you.
Yeah.
And I don't think he does that for everybody. If he's just having fun,
No.
he's not going to do that.
No. No. It's a difference. It's a difference. Like we out here, we play crazy sometimes as women. And I love women so much because I'm a woman. I love being a woman. But we play crazy sometimes where we try to make up in our mind that, oh, he act like he want to be with me. No, he will show you in his actions, in his ways, in everything that he do. He will show you if he want to deal with you or not. It ain't no secret. Men are not, they not hard to figure out nothing. We make it hard because of our perceptions of what we make up in our mind and what we hope for.
And
And of course,
overthinking.
yeah, and of course, the man in front of us, he might be that guy, nice looking, dressed nice, smell good, got a good, got a good job, don't mind take you to the nice restaurants and stuff like that. We want him to be the one. But it go deeper than that. It's the connection that you have. Do he want this with you, or is he just out here dating and trying to figure out what it is that he wants? You know, you gotta know that and not go by the perception and go by what you see right in your face. Cause you're right, Raven. Yeah, you're right, Raven. Like they will let you know by their actions. They will show you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Now on that note,
Yeah.
are side chicks and side dudes winning? Because we can't spare the men. There's some side dudes out here. Are side dudes and side chicks winning? My vote is yes.
I say yes.
I say yes. I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna tell you why.
Give
First
it
of
to me.
all, the side dude and the side chicks are not dealing with this person full time. So
Mm.
they're not dealing with the full capacity of this person. They're only getting bits and pieces. Now, I done been in cases, I've known cases where the side chicks actually get treated sometimes better than the spouse at home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So,
Yep.
with that being said, it's easy for me to cater to a person that I only know bits and pieces of versus than the whole story.
Yeah.
You know,
And
when you have a like the bridge of a song, when that bridge hit, hey, we know the bridge part. Every now and then, you know that hook gonna come back too. That hook gonna come back too.
Yeah.
But that bridge part gonna be fire when that note get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good to. I'm not saying it's good to have a side piece, or I'm not condoning it or wishing it on people. But hey, they don't have to deal with the person part time, so it's easier to please something that's minute.
I think that a side chick and a side dude, like you're there for one specific reason. It's pleasure.
That's it.
It's pleasure. It's a a getaway from reality for just a moment. And I think that the side dudes and the side chick is winning because whoever you messing with, they gotta go home. That is not your headache. So in a sense, and then I hope you are not out here being the part-time lover and the full-time fool now.
Okay.
Now, if you're gonna be a part-time lover and a full-time fool, that's on you. But if you are being a part-time lover, it should be solely about the benefits. Okay, because you are providing a service, you better be getting paid. I mean, you better be getting something out the deal. There's no other way to say it.
That you providing the service.
Yeah, you are providing the service now because they gotta go home. They are not yours. It's temporary. It's for a night. I mean, they may be if they're married, they may be able to say, babe, I'm gonna be out a little late tonight. I'm still with the fella, but they got to go home.
They ain't got to.
She got to go home. I had a homeboy. Let me tell you something. Don't put this on the women. Don't make it seem like it's just women out here doing it. Because men are doing it too. I have a good male friend. He is a side dude. Okay. And he said that this lady tells her husband, like, I got to go to Walmart to pick up some groceries. But she runs on him because she ordered them for pickup.
Everybody gonna be looking at Walmart.
She ordered the groceries.
Everybody gonna be looking at Walmart.
Right? So the groceries are already ready for her to pick up. So she can go have her little 35, 40 minutes of fun. She go pick the groceries up, put them in the car, and babe, I've been to Walmart. But all she got is 30 minutes. And so then he also told me that this woman, like if he says that he needs something or he wants something, she's getting it. So I didn't even know women were out here doing this kind of thing. Like I didn't know women were out here providing for men. And he told me she was married. So, but he was like, I think at this point, all I want to date is married women. And I'm like, hold up. You can't date a married woman? What are you thinking? You a side piece, man.
But you know what? As long as people are not living in their truth, it's gonna always be side dudes and side women. And what I mean by that is people will hold on to a relationship they know they're not happy in. Right. But in order to, but you might be financially invested in this or whatever. But in order to find that happiness, you got to go outside. You got to go somewhere else. You got to have, okay, old girl over here, I'm gonna kick it with her. This is where I like being at. This is where I find peace at. This is where, I'm comfortable with. But I'm not finna give up all X, Y, and Z that I got with, my old lady or my wife to be, because I don't want to uproot it. That's why side chicks and side dudes exist. People don't live in their truth when it comes to that.
It's cheaper to keep it.
And some people don't want to acknowledge. I have seen somebody, I feel like they are in a relationship and all of the women are side pieces. Like nobody is the main. Like I have seen this. And you have women who don't want to accept their role or their position in this person's fiasco.
Yep.
Here's my thing.
Julie said it's too much work for that side stuff, but it definitely exists.
I agree, Julie.
I agree because you can wear yourself thin. Wear yourself thin trying to be a side piece. And ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for the game.
But here's the thing though, a lot of these men, okay, so this is what I don't understand. A lot of these men have a wife or a significant other, whatever you want to call it, and they want a woman to be the side piece, but they want the woman to be exclusive to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They want a faithful side chick.
You want a faithful. They want a faithful side chick. It's some women down here being faithful to these married men too.
For real.
For real now. It's serious out here, y'all. We're gonna be real. Let's be real with it.
Let's be real.
Let's just be real. The side pieces are winning because they got the upper hand. They know everything about their significant other spouse. They're gonna know what time that person go to work. They're gonna know whenever you're free and whenever you're out and when you're available.
Yeah, they gonna know when y'all arguing. They gonna
They're
know
gonna know
when y'all on
everything.
good term, when y'all ain't on good term. They gonna know. They have full access to all the information.
That's a
All
code
of
All of it.
violation. That's a code violation.
Yes.
That's a code
Yes.
violation. Nobody, I don't care who you got a side, whatever. You should not be pillow talking about the one you with at home to somebody in the streets. I'm sorry.
But
That's a code violation.
That is the
but
worst
that's
thing you
what
can
they're
do.
gonna do, because guess what? That side piece became an outlet now.
Yep. That's a
That's who they
therapy.
go and lay up and pillow talk to. Oh, they just can razzle dazzle them because hey, I'm only gonna be here for a minute, but I know for that minute while I'm there, it's gonna be good and worth it. So
And
I
you
might
got,
as well
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
go
But
ahead.
you got an ear now that can give you that pity, give you that you need to hear only your side of the story though. You know, that's what the
Right.
side chicken for, or the side dude is to hear your side of the story so that they can feel bad for you. Oh, why she do you like that? You know, because people play these games and have your side chick sitting here looking at you like, okay, she's the bad person. You're good. He
Mhm.
just trying to get out something that's bad. And see
But
that build
okay.
up that ego.
But okay, now, ladies, if it were me, hypothetically speaking, I am going to say if I were the side piece, I don't want to turn him against his wife or his significant other. I'm going to show him how to work it out because I wouldn't want to become his permanent. Because the same way you meet him is how you're going to lose him. So I'm going to help you make your relationship more efficient. The first thing I have to do as a side piece is I have to listen. I have to listen to everything he's telling me that she's not doing. If she doesn't cook, I'm cooking. If she doesn't buy him those socks that he likes to match his bow tie, I'm buying it because he gave me the money to do it. All right, whatever he tells me his needs are, I'm going to meet every last one of them because I want it to go from allowance to an allowance plus the credit card. So I got to work this out. I have to pay attention to what his needs are, and usually his needs are simple. So I just want you to know, ladies, in those situations, the side pieces are winning because I'm gonna do a debt stacking calculator on him. And when I finish with it, my credit score is gonna be up 120 points. That's the object of the game. You better listen and you better meet the need because that's the only way that you're winning. You're not winning by just pillow talking and getting wine and dine. If he can do that, you're gonna win when you level up. So now don't leave that man alone, Julius.
But
Don't leave
look,
him alone.
I agree with Julius.
Most of
But
the time
look,
the
what you're
line
saying,
happiness is
what
cake
you
and eat it too. You're correct,
yeah.
Felicia.
And if he
But
Yeah.
don't
what
eat
you're
the
saying
cake,
is this,
he
like
better buy the cake.
like you what everything that you just said is why he will come to you and talk bad about her to you because he's comfortable with you. You'd have made it where now it's hard for this man to leave you alone because you done offer him everything that he's lacking at home. But now he got the best of both worlds. He got what he got at home, and then he got you filling in for what he's missing out on. So
Oh,
now he's gonna keep coming to you, telling you what's going on at home, because he's saying men are not stupid now. They see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? They far from stupid. They see what you're doing. So he peeping this, and so he keep coming to you, telling you her shortcomings, so that you can do that. So now he got balance of both worlds, and I agree with you if I was on the side chick note, but to me, that takes too much energy.
So why
That
are you in
takes
the
too
game?
much energy.
So why did you get in the game? Why did you get in the game in the first place? Because you knew
You
all
right.
that you were coming in at a side piece position. You
Yep.
coming off the bench at side piece.
Yep.
Number whoever.
Some
Okay,
people
so you
are
want
supposed
him
to
to
just
go
be
inside.
assistant size. They're supposed
But
to be
look,
side assistant.
So
I'm
you
just
want
here
Because
for a great time, not a long time. I'm just here for a little
okay,
while. You feel me?
okay. Because some people, let me tell you something about some side pieces. They get feelings. They catch feelings for you
Yeah.
because you done laid out a rug for them. You done catered to them. You done been the best side chick. You done won the side piece award. Now he want to make you the main. Oh, it's a problem.
Yep. Yep.
Because guess what? This side chick only wants you part-time, sir.
Part time. That's it. Just for a little while, maybe like 6 months. If I don't ever like one thing about it, when it comes to married men, I try to stay away from them because you're married. You took that vow in front of God. But to me,
and I
a
wouldn't
man in a relationship, when I'm really on that level of I don't care. Well, when I used to be on that level, I don't care. I'll talk to a man that has a girlfriend. I know what I'm in
yeah,
though. And
because that's
Yeah,
not
my whole
fair.
thing
I'm
is this:
so
I give you a
guilty.
good 6 months. 6 months, so this you having some good time. I'm gonna be whatever you want me to be for them 6 months. But after that, I'm gone. I'm not making this no long-term thing. We're not gonna be in this thing for years and years and years. We're not doing it.
Gotta hide your phone, silent phone, sneaking, moving fun and all good.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
that's what your main. But if you got a good side person, they'll
You ain't gotta
know
worry about none of
when
that.
you're available. They'll know how to contact you. But that's when you got them people that's out of their zone. They want to be the main in at this
You
point.
better
Yeah.
have
When
that
they're doing all main,
text message.
Yeah.
You're a mechanic, your text better be, is my car ready yet? You
You
better
feel me?
figure it out. So he'll let you know if he available to talk or not.
It's some side chicks that are obedient. They know
okay?
what to do. They know what time it is. So for real.
Mm-hmm. But
Believe it or not, y'all, that is the truth. Some people are just okay with being the side. They are just okay with it. Some know their position and others don't. But however, I still think they are winning because if they won the side piece, if the man was doing what they were supposed to do, or if the man wasn't feeling like he didn't have everything he need, it wouldn't be a necessity to have a side piece out there.
Exactly.
But I
Exactly.
disagree. Some men had that dog-like mentality where nothing satisfies their craving. That woman could be a good woman, but it's just he just has that dog-like mentality where he got to have multiple, or he got to hit everything on his path. So it
Let's
doesn't.
talk about now. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna leave us women now. Some of us women feel like we need a
Yeah,
man for different things too now.
yeah, but some of these men just out here, they want to hit everything. So they out here trying to get it. It doesn't mean that his wife is bad. It doesn't mean that his significant other is not doing something she's not supposed to do. It's just his mindset that he wants his cake and he can eat it too. He
Or
pays.
he just not, or he's just not happy with her. Just because you feel like, or I might feel like, or Keela, you might feel like we are all good women. To that man, we
Yes,
might not be that good woman. We
we
might
may
not be
not.
what he wants as a good woman. So he's
His
still
idea of
not.
a good woman can be totally different than what you're portraying.
Exactly. Like his good woman, you might think a good woman is cooking and cleaning and making sure, you keep yourself up and, you feminine and you don't talk too much or whatever it is that you feel like a good woman is. And what he feel like a good woman is totally different. That don't make him wrong. It's just his opinion of a good woman is different than yours. You get what I'm saying? That's why I feel like when we see relationships and we outside looking in and say, dang, he had a good woman. She did this for him. She did that for him. She did that. Why he leave her? But if you sit down and talk to him, he'll tell you exactly why. In front of y'all, she's a good woman. But behind closed doors, when I come to her and I talk to her and I need a friend, she's not there. Yes, she cooks, she cleans, she do this, she do that, but she's not there in areas where I really need her at. So I go out and I find a woman that will be there. Cause I'm telling you, these guys are not that. Now there's some dog men out here, but it's also some very misunderstood men out here in this world. Because we think as women, and I'm not dogging women because we some bad mama jammers. It's just that sometimes we think we're gooder than what we really are.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with you, Shavonne. And the women that think they're better than what they are, they're the ones that feel like they're the ideal object for a man.
Yep.
You think you are perfect. We think we are top notch, baby. If you don't get yourself together and sit down in that corner, I'm gonna need you to put your children first before you try to find a man. Look,
There
I
you
ain't
go.
stepping on nobody's toes tonight. I'm just bringing you
Don't
the
do
ugly
it,
truth.
sis. Don't step
Yeah.
on nobody's
Go
toes.
do it.
But they need to know. They need to know.
They got to know. You got to know the truth.
I'm
What we
just
say, we
saying, you
telling the
concerned
truth.
about that married man when your kids is not even dressed apart, honey. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is do what you're supposed to do first.
But but like I said, be a part-time lover, not a full-time fool. Because you
There
out here
you go.
with somebody on the side, and your babies don't have on decent shoes and decent clothes, or your bills not paid, baby. You in there for the wrong reasons.
What you say?
Or you need to go and get employed. That's when, like you said, Raven, you got to offer your services now. You need this bread, so you gonna have to go out there and sell your services. You know what I'm saying? If your household is not taken care of and it's not up to par, you don't need to be out here with no pleasure of being nobody's side chick.
I said this on the podcast on Tuesday. I had my friend Freddie on, but I said this like, why am I gonna go into a situation if it's not gonna better my circumstances? If I'm already doing this by myself, why would I go into a situation if it's not gonna help me level up in some sort of way?
Exactly.
And if that man is standing aside watching you struggle, then sis, that's not your man. That's not your nothing. He don't deserve your mind. He doesn't deserve your ear
body.
He don't deserve your body. That man gets nothing from you. If he's gonna stand beside you and let you struggle, first of all, just keeping it real, how are you going to lay up with somebody and your situation is messed up? If they're not about to fix that for you, then sis, what's the purpose? Asking women, we have to stop downplaying ourselves. We got to stop downplaying our value. And you can't go in with a mentality that you deserve less.
Exactly.
It's never the lesser. It's never. This man has to be able to help you better your circumstances. I don't care, side piece, boyfriend, baby daddy, husband. No man, no real man should be able to stand aside and watch you struggle. Period.
Yes.
And fellas, we ain't trying to knock y'all either. I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak here for the men. You know what I'm saying? Don't be out there selling yourself short. You know what I'm saying? Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Know your value. You understand what I'm saying? That woman ain't bringing that to the table. She being a side piece. All she doing the nagging you. Drop her.
Well, my friend said this woman giving him everything he asked for. So these women, I didn't know that women were out here paying the shipping cost.
Right, but that's not every woman. Every woman ain't out here
doing that.
I said they're making it hard for good, wholesome women like me because I can't be out here buying these men what they asked for. And they got women over here doing it.
Can I be honest? Because, I told them to keep it real on here. I've been a sugar mama before.
Glory.
Let me sip my tea.
Yes, me too. Look, I've been a sugar mama before, and that just to keep it 100 is, and I only did it because one, I'm always calculated at everything that I do.
Okay.
I did it. One, I needed to learn from it. Two, it's because I wanted control. I wanted control over him. So, you know what I'm saying? Me showing the man or being like, oh, nah, put your wallet up. I got you. I'm playing the game the whole time. I already know this is not my man because no real man gonna let you pull your wallet out. Real man, he gonna set certain boundaries like we talked about, to show you that he wants something serious. But when I see that in my past, I'm not like that no more. I'm a good girl now, but in my past, when I see stuff like that, I use it to my advantage. Okay, one, I'm gonna benefit off this later on because it's something I'm brewing up to. Two, okay, I'm gonna give him exactly what he wants. I'm gonna give him everything that he wants. He called me, oh, I need somebody. Oh, babe, I got you. I send you a little money for lunch. Men are cheap. Well, the ones that I dealt with, it was cheap. I ain't got to spend a whole lot of money on them. They just like the fact that, dang, I ain't never had no female to do this. So it play along in everything that I'm doing to make them be what I want them to be during that time. But those are the ones that you talk too reckless, you don't respect. You get what I'm saying? You don't have no kind of real connection with them. They just there for a fun time. That's it. That's how I feel when it comes to that. So yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, I ain't never been a sugar mama because I always need the sugar. I'm just gonna be real.
right
I
there with
couldn't be
you.
no sugar mama. I need the sugar. I'd have been with a sugar daddy, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Never get with your sugar daddy. Let it be on the side where it's supposed to be at. Get them, let them do for you. Let them stay in their household. You stay in your household. Don't be trying to cohabitate with these people.
Don't
They
mix it
what
up.
they meant to be, side pieces and sugar mamas and sugar dads. It just, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I could fix you a plate for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can do that for you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Julius Smith said men need sugar too.
Well, I'm gonna say I have never been in a sugar daddy, sugar side piece situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to know what it's like to have sugar daddy, because I hear people telling me stories that I can't even wrap my mind around of the benefits or the perks that they're receiving. Like I have not been in a lot of relationships, but I have been in a few long-term relationships. So I haven't experienced that side of it. But I feel like if you're going to be out here doing it, you better use it to your advantage. Don't be nobody's fool. Don't lack for anything. If you're bringing a man into your realm, he needs to be a provider. I feel like that point blank and period. And I feel like, ladies, if you can afford to be a sugar mama, have at it, sis. But he better do what you want him to do. If you're providing for him, he better give you what you want. He better be that man that you needed him to be for whatever reason. Know your role and play your part at all times. Like that
We making more money than them.
So look, on that subject now, while we at it,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible to have more than one soulmate?
Me?
No.
You want to go? Or you want me to go?
You go first. I'll go second.
Okay. I personally think you only get one. In my lifetime, in my life, I feel like you only get one. You only get that one person that you are so connected to. I mean, like everything in you, y'all connected. Y'all can finish each other's sentences. Y'all think alike. I mean, I can only speak for myself for how I felt when I feel like I met my one true soulmate, and it was beautiful. And I don't feel like I would ever get that again. You know what I'm saying? I think like it'll come close, and I feel like, and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Anything after it might be good, it might be close to it, but it's just gonna be settling. You know, because that one true soulmate, that one true person that you really are connected to, you don't get that. You don't get that again. You don't feel that feeling. You don't go through that again. You don't have that connection with someone again. You don't ride that ride. You only get to ride that once. You only get to ride that ride one time. That's how I feel about that.
I agree with you, Shavonne. I agree with you, Shavonne. Let me go ahead and say this. When you meet your soulmate, you're an individual. You're not running around with just all these different spirits in you. You understand what I'm saying? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's spiritual warfare, but you're not, you're this one vessel. So when you meet someone else who truly understands you, who is equally yoked with you, who
Mhm.
you gaze at them and they gaze at you, and before you can even say it, they're saying it for you. Before you can
Yep.
even think it, they're thinking it for
Thank
you.
you for
Before
you.
you can even move, they finna hand it to you.
Yeah.
That's something you get once in a lifetime.
One.
I don't know about you can have different bodies out here, but a soulmate, that's something
You only get
different.
one.
You have an acquaintances, you understand what I'm saying? You can date several people, but there's only one individual that you can have as soulmate. And once you meet them, you will totally understand what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You'll know.
You will
I,
know.
I you can't stand to be without them. When you're far from them, you understand what I'm saying? Julie is tripping me out on some preach.
But I disagree with all
I
that.
like it.
I disagree with all that.
You
I, be-
disagree?
I
Okay.
believe you can have multiple soulmates. I do believe that life happens to us by circumstance. It's seasonal. The tides change, and so do people. But I believe that there are people who come to our lives that their sole purpose is to get us from one moment to the
Mhm.
next. But there are some people that we just cannot shake. So I need you to just think back. I need you to think back throughout the years. You know, we're in our 30s. So think back throughout
Almost
the
40.
years. Almost 40.
Soulmate.
There are some people who you were truly in love and enthralled with. And so with me, I can name more than one person. And I believe that they were my soulmate in that moment. I believe we established a soul tie, and we are for that reason connected for life. So I think that we can have more than one soulmate. So think about all those people that you don't. Think about all those people that it didn't work
They
out.
were my soulmate. That's
Hey,
why they don't. They were my
look.
soulmate. That's
You
why
were,
I had to
you
get rid
know,
of them.
you were
My
not even
children fathers, I'm gonna be forever connected to them fellas, them jokers, whatever you want to call them. However, there was no spiritual connection. Now the things that I know now, it was only for that moment. It was only for that moment. It was
but
only for that
literally,
moment in that
there are
period in
so
that
many
season.
people. There are people married to people who are not their soulmates. They are married simply because they are content with what they have. I'm just
Because people are not real with
They're not
themselves.
real with
They not
themselves.
gonna be real with themselves. We all lie to ourselves. Like I tell you, with me personally, and it's just my personal experience. I've dated guys, and since it's only one person I can honestly say, and I done laid in my bed and thought about the relationships I done been through over the years. Since I first started dating. And it's only one person that I can honestly say I love him. Like like with all my heart, I love him. I like how we were connected. Not only did I love him, he loved me. We had the same connection. It wasn't no, like, if I think about other relationships I had, I can say, okay, yeah, I did love that person, but I only love that person because he reminded me of this, of
And that's
what I felt my soulmate, who my soulmate is, was. And it's like you start comparing anything after and before to that one person. And like I said, once you get that, you will know it. Like you said, Keila, you will know it. You will know when you get that, because anybody before him or after him or her would not matter.
they don't
You feel
compare.
me? They don't compare, not even a little bit. That's why I say, like, once you do find that person, and I don't care what age bracket you are in, to me, my soulmate, I could be with him when I was in my teens. I could be with him when I was in my 20s. I could be with him in my 30s. I could be with him in my 40s. You get what I'm saying? These other people are just lessons. These other people are practice to get into that one true soulmate, that one that's for you. You know, and we feel like in different seasons, because to the most part, Raymond, I do agree with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? different areas in your life, you meet different people. But it's that one person that one person made a whole big difference in your whole entire existence.
So are you gonna go back to that one person? Like if that is your soulmate, because my argument is you have several. It's up to you to decide whether the extent that you're gonna take with them or where it's gonna go. So if it's that one person you look back, you're like, dang, that was my soulmate. Are you going back there?
No, because he's married.
He's married.
Yeah,
so
and I respect that. I would never contact him.
I say that to say I think we have several, sis.
Nah, I think I still got that one. And like I say, anything other than that, and I know if a guy that I want to talk to ever watch this, his feelings gonna be hurt. But I have to be honest. I'm settling. I'm settling. If I'm not with him, I'm settling with everybody else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's deep, Shavonne.
Yeah.
That's deep. But I'm gonna say this: with your soulmate, there's different kind of loves you give people or you have for people. You can have love for somebody. You can love someone, just love them, and you can be in love with somebody. With your soulmate, you know you're going to be heads over heels in love with this person. There's no way you can be in love with multiple people. Nah. I don't get it.
And it's unconditional,
I
though.
be in love with multiple people.
It's unconditional love when you love your soulmate, because everybody think your soulmate, y'all supposed to be together. I don't think every single person is gonna be with their soulmate. I don't think that. I think that you might cross paths. Some people never even meet them. Some people do and don't be with them. Some be blessed to be with them in their life. But I think that you're not gonna be with them. Well, everybody is not gonna be with their soulmate.
Well, we 2 for 1 on that one.
Okay, so I have another question. Well, it's soulmate thing. So when you have sex with someone, you establish a soul tie.
Yeah.
So did each of these people get a piece of your soul? Would they
absolutely not? No, they ain't get no soul tie. They ain't get nothing. No. There ain't no soul tie with these people. These people were here for then, and they gone. They are gone. They're gone in the wind.
So what was it? It
was a transaction. It was a mutual transaction. Go about your business.
Oh my God.
So what happens to that soul tie scenario? This is what I'm saying. You're saying the act is supposed to be a soul tie.
Soul ties to me. I only can speak on this one life that I live. Might put too much of my business out here today, but okay, here we go. So a soul tie to me is somebody that you don't necessarily supposed to be with. You know what I mean? Like, this just my opinion. Having a soul tie, something that tied up to you spiritually, meaning that when y'all was, intimate with each other, you were praising each other. And it gets to the point where you infatuated with each other and you lusting over each other. And so now, after you see who you really are, both of you don't really like each other like that. But when it comes to the intimate side, you are the best. So it's like, to me, that's where the soul ties come from. Because they say we tie our souls when we lay together, right? Mm-hmm. When a man enter a woman. So that man is leaving a piece of you with like a socket and a plug. When you plug up your lamp, it's drawing the electricity from that socket. That's what men do. They draw stuff from us and leave stuff in us. So these men that we lay with, or as women, you know, boyfriend, whatever, side nigga, side dude, all that stuff you lay with, you get this attachment to you. And especially if it's good. Let's be honest. We don't get attached to guys that ain't good. Let's just be honest. We flip them off. The ones that are good are the ones that we sit and we have that connection with. We want them, but we know they ain't no good, but they satisfy our flesh.
So it's safe to say the spirit is weak and the flesh is willing.
It's willing.
It's safe to say that then. The spirit is weak and the flesh is willing. Let's just put that down.
Willing, yes. So you get tied up with that. And we confuse that as soulmates. We confuse our lustful nature, our physical side, our flesh side as being this is a connection. This is my soulmate. When it's just sex. Because take that away, then what you got? With a soulmate, you can take that away and still have such a connection that you don't even miss that part.
Now, Julius, when these women get in your inbox, don't blame
I
us.
was gonna say, he said when they get in your inbox, Julius, don't say you ain't get what you asked for. He just said he was gonna sell himself for taxes for tax season. So when they get in your inbox, Julius.
Oh my God.
Now Tammy said, are y'all having sex or making love? Is the attachment the thrill of it all, or is the attachment to the actual person? Well,
exactly.
Attachment to is the in my past, it was attachment to sex. It wasn't to an actual person. It wasn't even for the experience. It was just what it was for.
And I'm gonna say, like right now, I'm not doing either or. So my attachment is to me. Like
me too.
But when I am with someone, it's an attachment to the person. That's why I think I have more than one soulmate. Like I have not burned a bridge with a single person that I can think of. I have not burned a bridge. If I call them, they're gonna answer, they're gonna pick up. If I need something, they come in, that kind of thing. But I have people from my past that if I was going through a certain situation in a certain time, and I'm not one of those people to show my weaknesses. But if I was going through something and I just get that phone call that says, "Are you okay? What's up? I just felt like I needed to check on you." That's my soulmate. Because he came in that moment without me sending a smoke signal or whatever the case may be, but he's still showing up for me. And it's been ice ages ago. That kind of thing. Or, I've had someone who I deemed a soulmate get married. And I had to stop them. I'm like, hey, you're married now. We cannot talk about woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah,
that person is one of my soulmates. We have that tie. We have a sense of understanding that maybe they can't get with their partner. Maybe even I couldn't get with my partner. And then, so it's that kind of thing.
Well, I believe in that.
You think it's just a what?
They just good friends.
They good friends. They got it. I feel like
because I feel like friends don't sleep with each other.
Some do. Sometimes we get infatuated with friends and we sleep with each other. Yeah, some do. Some really do. They be best of friends, but they be sleeping with each other. But
they do.
They do. I think I believe in that. You get a man and a woman, and you put them together and you make one. I don't believe it's all different parts. It's I think it's just one.
It's just one.
What I mean? It's just one. The rest of them can I would say this off of looking at TikTok and YouTube and stuff like that, what they call a twin flame or whatever it is. Maybe you got that with the rest of them, but it's only one soul mate. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a mate of your soul. It's to
the
make
mate,
you
yeah.
whole. Yeah. You know, it's that one person that, like I said, you can complete each other's sentences without even knowing it. And then I'll give you an example. I had a relationship where I don't know what this man wants for his birthday or whatever gift, but I just think in myself and say, okay, I'm him. I've been around him. I love him. So let me see what it is that he longed for, where I see him struggle and stuff like that. And I think about it and I feel him and I go get a gift. And when I give him that gift, guess what? Wow, this is exactly what I wanted. And the same with me. I never tell him what I want. He'll go get it. And I promise you, and this ain't no gimmick or just making a man feel like he did good. I'm lying to him. No, the truth. What I wanted, I never told him. He got it. And it ain't just about, somebody buying you. It's just being so connected with each other that you know. Like I could tell him in certain laughs that he has. I could tell if he was faking it or not. And the same with me. He knew when I was having my genuine laugh, hearty, healthy laugh, and he knew when I was faking it. Well, other people can't tell that. I could. He could. When a person make you look at yourself and want to be you, nobody else. You ain't got to put on. You ain't got to pretend. You ain't got to do none of that. You be you. And he's so attracted to that. It make you want to be you more than you ever have. You get what I'm saying?
No,
These
it makes you
other
want to
guys,
be an even better you.
yes. I'm not saying you're not going to have connection with other people. I'm not saying these people ain't going to be your friend or somebody that you might need to go through life with or a season with or whatever. We're not saying that. It's just saying that when it comes to that connection, that intimate connection, that one-on-one, that person that you can go in your room and take your wig off and take your weave off, take your lashes off, take and be barefaced with just him. You get what I'm saying? And bear out your soul. And you ain't got to worry about nobody looking at you funny. You ain't got to worry about nobody thinking of, talking about you behind your back. You know he love you. You feel it. Y'all feel it. Like I said, I only had that connection with one person. I never had that connection with nobody else. And I had male friends before him that I was friends with for years, decades, that never got close to me like that. Never. That's why I say, in my opinion, it's only one. It's only one.
So, ladies, we have talked about a lot tonight. What are we going to leave the people with?
Be real with yourself. Be realistic. Keep it real with yourself. Before you jump into any type of side chick, side dude position, keep it real with yourself and see if that's something you really want to do.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to leave you with tonight, is just be real with yourself.
And I would say, to pick it back off of Tequila, yes, be real with yourself and be open to different things and know that life is beautiful. Only if you make it. You feel me? Only if you make it that. It can be chaotic or it can be easy. But be real with yourself and know that, life is what it is. Continue to push forward.
I am going to say, know your role and play your part. If they are not helping you, they are hurting you. And in the words of Young Dog, get paid, young.
Get paid.
Hey.
Okay. And on that note,
Oh
We
my
out. It's been real. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please
God.
share, like,
Thank
and
you.
tell a friend.
Bye.
Bye.